Hi, it's Will from StormTheCastle.com, and here on YouTube you know me as Epic Fantasy. And this is my latest tutorial. This is how to make needle from Game of Thrones. That's right, this is Arya Stark's sword. Wonderful little project, easy to do, looks great, it comes out great, and of course, so we can get a closer look there. And of course, comes with the template. I give you the template. So you can print this up, the link is down below, and cut it out and use it to make the sword. Makes it really easy for you. All you need is one sheet of foam board. You can also do this project in cardboard if you don't have foam board. Thanks for watching my videos. If you're a subscriber, thanks for subscribing. Let me say something real quick. If you follow my videos, you're wondering what's going on with the castle. It's backwards, right? I'm doing a special project. It's going to take us a couple of months to do. I needed a room emptied out, so I emptied out that room where this was. We took it apart and we moved it into another room and put it back together. And right now, so we're looking at it from a different perspective. The Storm the Castle diorama. That way you get a different look at it. So, but I do have that special project coming up. Stay tuned. I'll keep you updated on that. So let's launch into the introduction. And then let's do how to make Arya Stark's sword needle. And don't forget, stick them with the pointy end. Thank you. Dioramas, origami, catapults, and trebuchets, telescopes, terrariums, bonsai trees, and paper games, swords and shields, and real blacksmithing, rattle rockets, animation. I teach the art of real creation. StormTheCastle.com. Let's make something. Okay. Print up the template and tape together the sheets to form the full sword like this. And then you can either use a tracing paper to trace the pattern onto your foam board, or you can press hard on the outline of it and the lines of it like this. And if you want to keep nice straight lines, you can use a ruler like this. And you press hard. What happens is it causes an impression in the foam board, and now you can draw over that. See how the lines are? Very nice. Now we're going to make 2 of these. You can either do this again and make a second one, or you can go ahead and cut this one out. Okay, looks good. Go ahead and cut that one out. And then place that one on foam board like this. And use it to trace your second one. And notice that diamond shape there where the guard meets the blade. Make sure you draw that line in, because we're going to need it for the painting. And then cut that second one out. And glue them together. Hot glue gun is the best because it's fast and easy and it holds really well. Or you can use plain old white glue if you don't have a hot glue gun. Now, if you end up making this project out of cardboard, you'll be fine. Just run the corrugations in opposite directions for strength. Like for instance, for one of these, there are 2 of them. For one of them, run the corrugations lengthwise, and for the other one, run the corrugations sideways. It'll make for a stronger sword. So now go ahead and trim it up a little bit, and then sand it nice and smooth. Just the edges, just the cut edges. You don't actually sand the flat part of it. Now to give it some luster and protect it, if you have it, put on a nice coat of Mod Podge. That will protect it, make it stronger, give it some nice luster, and it will take the paint better. And let's start with silver paint. Paint the blade. Being careful down there at the point where the guard meets the blade. See that? Fast and easy project. You're going to like this. If you've never made one of my projects, give this one a try. So let's have some fun. Now, if you don't have any leather or cloth that's black or something like this, you can go ahead and paint the handle black. But if you have something like this, use it. It's really nice. It actually makes it look much more like a sword. So you cut yourself a nice little piece of leather like that, and you wrap it around, and then glue it in place. You're going to like it. We don't do this too often with our swords, but it's a really nice technique. And it gives it a nice look, but it also gives it a nice feel. So now let's draw the fuller down the middle. Now you can just use a ruler if you want, or a yardstick, and draw the lines on like that to keep them nice and straight. Use the yardstick or the ruler to draw it nice and straight. Or you can use painter's tape like this to mark it off. See that gap down the middle? That is our fuller. Sometimes it is called a blood groove. And on swords, that makes the sword much stronger. But needle has it, so we're going to put one in. See, it looks really good. Then go ahead and paint it gray. So now we're going to, and if you don't have gold foil tape, use gold paint to do this. But we're going to take a piece of gold tape, cut it like this. Now, one is a little bit larger than the other. One is about 1/2 inch, and one is about 3/8 of an inch. Take the smaller one, the 3/8 of an inch one, and wrap it around the top of the handle like this. Looks good. Then take the wider one, which is about 1/2 inch, and wrap it at the bottom of the handle near the pommel like this. It's a really nice look. If you have gold tape, use it. If not, paint it. So now let's take a look. Once the paint dries in that fuller, you can peel the paint off. Peel the tape off. See that? Looks really good. And using tape like that gives you a really crisp line. So if you have the tape, use it. So now let's do some detail painting. This area section here above the guard is called the ricasso. And we're going to paint that a different color. We're going to paint that gray. So put tape on it like this. And then put tape on the guard for that diamond triangle kind of like section there. Then the reason why, you can paint it by hand if you want. But the reason why we tape is it gives us nice crisp lines. And this is a sword, so you want nice crisp lines because it makes it more metallic looking. So you can go ahead and paint that area gray. Looks good. Now paint the guard silver. And do a little touch-up work, either with a pencil or a marker or a fine, fine brush. Paint the pommel silver. And now the dire wolf, that is the mark of Winterfell. I give you this in the template, so you can just trace it on if you want. Otherwise, you can draw it by hand if you want. But put it on there here, right on that. What's that part called, that gray part? Bonus points if you remember the word ricasso. Put it right on the ricasso, the head facing the correct way. And either draw it on yourself or trace it on. There you go. That's the dire wolf. So let's wrap the handle. And this is a really nice technique. Makes all the difference in your sword and how it looks. Double layer of some kind of a string or twine. So you're wrapping it as a double. See, it's a double. There's 2 filaments there. Wrap it like this one way, gluing it as you go, so it's nice and strong. So it's like a candy cane. Wrap it like a candy cane. When you get to the end, do a single wrap, and then go back in the other direction, wrapping it with like a candy cane. And place those X's so they look good. So that's it. Let's finish it off. If you have some kind of a spray sealant, we love the Mod Podge spray sealant, seal it. It'll give it some sheen, some glisten, a little bit of shine, and it will protect it. You have made Needle, Arya Stark's sword from Game of Thrones. Looks great. Thanks for watching that video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're a subscriber, thanks for subscribing to my channel. If you're not a subscriber, hit that button. I always have lots of fun and interesting and very creative projects. I do 2 new ones every week. As an example, here's a couple more videos you might want to watch.